What up, YouTube? Happy Tuesday. My fault. My day's all jacked up. But quick video. Woke up this morning. Shout out Sin City family. They got our last 2 videos taken down. It don't matter. We're going to keep doing it. But I do need y'all help this time. Just one time for your boy. I never ask y'all for nothing. I never do. I never ask y'all to subscribe, nothing. But this time I'm going to ask y'all. Can y'all subscribe to the new channel? Sin City Finney on YouTube. I'm a part of the family now. I'm the black stepchild. Manny accepted me in. So I need y'all to go over there, subscribe to that channel. I'm gonna put the link in the description. I need y'all to go subscribe, get that one up, because just in case this one gets taken down, we got another avenue that we can still talk to the people. So yeah, can y'all please go subscribe to that channel? Manny got the other videos taken down. I didn't do it. Sin City family did it, but one thing they did is they accepted me into the family. I'm the black stepchild now. So go subscribe to Finney, Sin City Finney. I'll put the description in the link. Shout out to Sin City family. We're gonna stream tonight. I got a couple videos of Manny cheating. I know that's crossing the line, crossing the bro code, but hey. He started it. He crossed the line first.
News Now reporter Kamari Scara is live on the Strip with what we've learned so far. Kamari.
Ozzy, a suspect is now in custody in connection to that double homicide that happened just here on the Las Vegas Strip. 41-year-old Manuel Ruiz turned himself into Henderson police this morning. Police say they knew who they were looking for. They have not identified the victims, but the shooting was on a live YouTube stream from a man calling himself Finney the Legend. Police say Ruiz and the victims had a personal dispute. Investigators say the conflict unfolded over several social media platforms. Officers were on routine patrol when they heard gunshots and rushed toward the area where they found 2 people with gunshot wounds on the sidewalk. Both victims were pronounced dead at the scene. Now Ruiz does face 2 counts of open murder with a deadly weapon.
Police in Las Vegas this morning are searching for a suspect involved in a deadly shooting near a popular tourist destination on the famed Strip overnight. NBC's Sam Brock joins us with this breaking story. Sam, good morning.
Yeah, correct. Good morning. Police say right now there is a manhunt underway after a typical night of fun on the Vegas Strip quickly turned into bloodshed. This was about 10:30 last night local. The supposed live stream of the shooting now circulating on social media as authorities are urgently trying to find the suspect behind these killings. And we should warn you, some of the images you're about to see are disturbing. This morning, police trying to track down a gunman who opened fire on the famous Las Vegas Strip overnight, leaving at least 2 people dead. The chaos sending terrified tourists scrambling to get out of harm's way. Las Vegas police saying it might have stemmed from an online dispute.
At this point, we believe we have the suspect identified and that this is an isolated incident, knowing that the suspect and the victim had previously engaged in some type of conflict using a variety of social media platforms.
Las Vegas, the city of lights, sin, and spectacle. Every night, millions of dollars change hands. Tourists pour down the Strip with neon in their eyes and dreams in their pockets. And right at the heart of it all, the Bellagio fountains, a glittering marvel of water, light, and sound. But on Sunday night, June 8th at 10:40 p.m., the music stopped, and so did 2 lives. Tonight, we unravel a chilling mystery, a murder in the shadow of one of Vegas's most iconic landmarks, a shooting that left the city stunned, and a community searching for answers. This is what happens when YouTube copyright strikes become the motive for murder. It was just another busy night. Crowds lined the sidewalk across from the Bellagio, cell phones ready, waiting for the next fountain show to begin. Then, gunfire. Screams tore through the Strip, people scattered, and in the midst of chaos, 2 bodies collapsed in front of the fountains, their blood pooling on the glittering pavement.
Facts, donut.
LVMPD officers patrolling nearby heard the shots and rushed to the scene. They found 2 victims, both unresponsive, both suffering from gunshot wounds. Officers immediately began administering aid, but it was too late. The victims were pronounced dead at the scene. No IDs, no names released, just 2 lifeless bodies. In a city that suddenly felt far colder than the desert should allow, the shooter had vanished. Witnesses offered scattered, conflicting reports. Panic blurred memories. Security footage was combed for clues. But within 24 hours, a name surfaced. Manuel Ruiz, 41. Not much is publicly known about Ruiz, but what police have revealed is chilling. He wasn't a stranger. He wasn't a random passerby. According to LVMPD, Ruiz and the victims knew each other. There had been tension, a digital feud simmering on social media. Police believe this wasn't random. This was personal. On June 9th, Ruiz walked into a police station and turned himself in. Just like that, the mystery twisted again.
All right, we are following breaking news as we speak. Police have arrested a suspect in the deadly Las Vegas Strip shooting just moments ago. They announced the arrest of Manuel Ruiz in connection to the double homicide. This happened Sunday, just before 11 p.m. local time, right there near the Bellagio Hotel's iconic fountain. A live stream actually captures the moment when gunshots ring out and it sent tourists running in terror. We should warn you that some of the images here are disturbing. NBC News correspondent Sam Brock joins us now. Sam, what do we know about this suspect?
So we know there was a manhunt that was going on, Morgan, for about 11 hours until 5 or 10 minutes ago. We found out from police in the area that Manuel Ruiz, 41 years old, turned himself in, walked into the police station. He has been detained. He now, according to police, faces 2 different charges: open murder with a deadly weapon, 2 of them. What that means is they're not specifying the degree of homicide, first degree, second degree manslaughter. It's going to be up to a jury to decide that. But there was a live streamed video of a murder that was perpetuated on Las Vegas Boulevard, the middle of the Strip, as you said, the Bellagio, which is one of these just landmark places in Las Vegas. And you're watching in real time on YouTube as a murder is executed. And you actually got a very good look at his face in that video. I'm not sure if it was in the portion of the clip that we showed, but police clearly were able to identify who they were looking for. They also added, Morgan, that there was a history online with some sort of social media feud between him and one of the victims. There were 2 victims in this case, so it's not even clear if the second person was involved or just caught up in the crossfire. But at the end of the day, 2 people were killed in Las Vegas. It's a rare thing. You might think so much hustle and bustle and activity and maybe violence on the Las Vegas Strip. There's not a ton of precedent for people being murdered in cold blood on the Las Vegas Strip. Yes, there's been a horrific mass shooting in Las Vegas in 2017, but as far as like how frequently does this kind of thing happen there, not frequently at all, much less something that's live streamed to a live audience that now people are probably still trying to process because it's so unnerving and so upsetting.
I mean, the fact that it was live streamed is what I think is just kind of like head scratching in 2025. And it also shows you, though, what a key piece of the investigation something like that is, right?
It must have helped investigators, but ironically, it was not necessarily what led to this man's arrest. It was the fact that he had turned himself in. But I also think back to what happened in 2015 when there was a photojournalist and a reporter in Virginia who was killed, murdered, live streamed, right? This was a paradigm shift. And now there's sort of eerie hollows of that or echoing of that now.
And here we are. Sam Brock.
Authorities say the conflict leading up to the shooting was rooted in past disputes, online threats, taunting posts, and bitter words exchanged in the digital void. But what exactly was said? What pushed things over the edge? The police aren't saying, and neither is Ruiz. All we know is that something that began behind scenes ended in blood. Victims remain officially unidentified to the public. Were they longtime rivals, former friends, business partners, gang-related, online enemies? That silence speaks volumes. Police believe the motive lies buried in those online interactions, but right now, we can only guess. The Bellagio fountains, world famous, mesmerizing, a symbol of Vegas extravagance. Shows run every 15 minutes after sunset. Jets of water soar, dance, and shimmer to music, drawing tourists from all over the globe. But on that night, the show was interrupted by death. Some say the killer chose the location deliberately, a public place, a bold message, a finale in front of a crowd. Was it symbolic? Was it revenge? Or was it simply convenient? The contrast couldn't be sharper. Beauty and brutality colliding in the same frame.
A man suspected of fatally shooting a couple on the Las Vegas Strip turned himself into police. This happened around 11 o'clock last night near the landmark Bellagio fountains. Video of that shooting posted on social media appears to show a man pointing a gun toward another man off camera. Police say this was an isolated incident. The suspect, 41-year-old Manuel Ruiz, had been feuding with the victim on social media. That man and his wife had not been identified. Ruiz is expected to be charged with 2 counts of murder.
2 counts of open murder. That's what Ruiz now faces. But questions remain. So many questions. Who were the victims? Why hasn't the public been told their names? What was the nature of the social media conflict? What drove Ruiz to the edge? Was this premeditated, or did something erupt in the moment? Was it vengeance or fear? Authorities say Ruiz turned himself in, but that act alone doesn't mean remorse. It might mean calculation. Right now, investigators are combing through phone records, online messages, surveillance footage, trying to assemble the full picture. But the truth is still hiding in the shadows. In Las Vegas, the lights never go out. The music keeps playing. The fountains keep dancing. But for 2 people, that night was their last. And for one man, that night might define the rest of his life. Behind the spectacle, behind the sparkle, a darker reality exists, where grudges grow, digital feuds boil over, and bullets speak louder than words. The Bellagio may put on a flawless show every night, but on June 8th, something broke through the illusion, and the city will never forget. Alright y'all, there y'all have it, man. That's the story of the shooting down at the Bellagio fountains over some YouTube copyright strikes. Hey man, you don't know what people got going on in their life, man. Sometimes you just gotta be, more mindful of things that you're doing, especially if it's unnecessary. Like, who knows? You could have been messing with that man's livelihood. But hey, man, drillers and trappers, we out here trapping and drilling 247. Don't go nowhere. Watch that next video. Gang!